I definitely sports video games guy. I love FIFA. I'm a big soccer fan too. Ryan Mendez and I are actually, this is off the video games thing, but we just booked our tickets and trip and everything to go to Boston on June 4th for the USA-Spain soccer game. We're really stoked about that. But I love FIFA. I love NCAA football. And then I like the World War II, like first-person shooter games a lot. But yeah, I'm pretty much full on nerd. I have Darth Vader tattooed on my arm, so I can play some video games.
All right. Well, what about when you sit down to your computer, open up your laptop? What are some of your favorite websites to check out?
GeorgiaDogs.com.
There it is.
The Bulldogs blog. I don't know, man. I'm really not an internet dude.
All right.
I really don't spend a lot of time on the internet unless I need to buy something or, like there's like a purpose. I'll go online. But I don't really have blogs or things like that I follow at all. I'm not really into the internet much.
All right, just one more question and we're going to get to another song. What did it feel like to be on stage with Yellowcard again? Was it a relief or did you feel connected all along the hiatus?
No, it was definitely a reconnection. There was Mendez and I were pretty tight over the break because he was kind of working with Sean O'Donnell and I on the Big If stuff. He was playing a lot of guitar on it and mixing the songs for us. But I didn't talk to Sean Mackin or LP very much because we were all just doing our own thing, And I think the purpose behind taking the break and Sean and LP and I are, we've been in it the longest, and I think that was where a lot of the tension was lying, was between the three of us, and I think we just needed to take some time away from it. And so when we finally did get back together and sit down, talk about all the things we wanted and needed from each other, from the band, and then finally got up and played a show, it was cathartic. I mean, we all really could feel an energy, I think, that had been missing from the band for a long time. And I'm happy to say that the first show was in November of last year, and I really feel like that energy, that vibe is still very, very much present.
All right, well, we're going to get to another song. What song should we play next?
Well, we are trying to get the world to fall in love with a song called Hang You Up that you brought up a little bit ago. So I think it would be cool to play that one.
All right, well, this is Hanging You Up here on Fearless Radio. We'll be right back with more Yellowcard.
I cannot hold this anymore. My hands are tired of only waiting to let go, and I am waiting still. I used to know which way to turn. You were a light inside a tunnel in my head. I try to follow, still. I try to follow, still. It's hard to see we are older now, and when I find you just turn around. This is a black and white of you I found. I hang you up and then I pull you down. I hang you up and then I pull you down. No more apologies for me. My arms are tired of picking up what I put down. You're all I think of, still. I'm gonna miss you every day. I turn my back on anyone who won't believe, and it gets lonely, still. It gets lonely, still. It's hard to see we are older now, and when I find you just turn around. This is a black and white of you I found. I hang you up and then I pull you down. I hang you up and then I pull you down. I don't hear music anymore. My ears are tired of all the pictures in the words, 'cause you are in them still.
Fearless Radio, the new music binge. That was Yellowcard with Hang You Up. I got Ryan Key here in the studio right now. They're going to be at Congress Theater tonight for a sold-out show with All Time Low, Hey Monday, and the Somerset. Ryan, thank you again for stopping by Fearless today.
Of course, man.
Yeah, make sure to say hi to Hey Monday and the Somerset for us.
I will.
They've definitely they've been in before. But let's get to some of these tweets. You have a lot of questions from all over the world that we should probably get to. Okay, will there be more old or new songs played on the Good Charlotte Yellowcard tour?
I mean, yeah, of course we have a longer set, so we'll be doing more of both.
Okay. When does the Good Charlotte tour start?
June 9th, I think, in San Diego.
All right, and have you toured with Good Charlotte before?
No, the only time we were ever in the same place was the last week of Warped Tour 2004.
All right, this one's from Sam. Was For You and Your Denial written about Ben Harper?
No, it was not.
It was not.
It was written about a voicemail that I received from a number I didn't recognize in my hometown that was someone I don't know, that was given my number by someone I don't know, to basically just tell me what a piece of shit he thought I was and how we've turned our back on our hometown and blah, blah, blah. You know,
Wow.
typical hater
Right.
fodder. So I decided to write a song about how what a great place we are in as a band and I am as a person, and that I don't need that negativity in my life, and that's what that song is about.
All right, this one is from Eve in the Netherlands. What other bands would you want to tour with?
Oh man, the list is long and distinguished. I would love to play some shows with the Foos one day. I would love to go on tour with Green Day. Those are my all-time. I would say Radiohead because they're kind of my favorite band, but I don't think that tour works very well. I mean, we love touring. That's our favorite thing to do. So I mean, it doesn't. Any band we play with, we try to get to know and enjoy being on the road with, and we just love doing it.
All right, this one's from Italy. What's your favorite quote from one of your songs?
I think right now we were just talking about it. I don't think I can pick one over the entire career of the band, but I'm a big fan of You and Me Driving with the Saves the Day record on. That was a lyric and a melody that I fell asleep with because I got home to the apartment we were staying in LA really late that night. Hadn't been able to finish the chorus for this song on the record, and it was actually the first time in the history of the band that we reached out to other co-writers to try, because we were just out of time, out of money. We had to finish the record, and everybody really wanted this song on the album. So we reached out, and we hadn't gotten any of the ideas back from the writers we reached out to yet. But the night before the first submission came in, I got home to the apartment really late. Everyone was asleep, so I couldn't get the guitar out and play it. But all of a sudden, the entire chorus just came into my brain. I fell asleep and woke up, and it was still in my brain, and I picked up a guitar. That never, ever happens, by the way. Woke up, picked up a guitar, played it. It worked, went in the studio. We tracked it that day. It was great.
Awesome.
So.
Well, just letting the fans know, we also have Yellowcard's new album, When You're Through Thinking, Say Yes, autographed by the entire band that we're going to be giving away here at the end of the interview, so stay tuned for that. Let's get into some more questions. If you could only play in one city anywhere for the rest of the time, what city would it be and why?
Wow.
That's a question.
Yeah. Probably. It's hard to say the two. I'm gonna have to say this one. So Brazilian fans that don't live in this city, please don't get mad. But we played the biggest show of our entire career in this city, and it was one of the most incredible days of my entire life. But probably Sao Paulo, Brazil.
How many times have you guys played there? Just
Twice.
Twice?
But the headlining show was mind-blowing, and then we came back 2 months later and sort of co-headlined with Fall Out Boy and played for like almost 50,000 people. And when you play for 50,000 people, you're usually playing a show with 20 bands somewhere internationally on a festival. This was us, Fall Out Boy, and a Brazilian band. And it was the only time ever that we felt like there were 50,000 people at a show to see Yellow Card, you know, and it was just, I mean, there were literal tears on stage. I mean, it was so overwhelming.
Is there a different
I
feel?
have to go with that.
Is there a different feel doing a show like in Brazil as opposed to, you know, just doing tours here?
A little bit, yes. I think that there's something about how starving they are for bands to come and for music, rock music there, all pop music, I think, that there's just an energy at the show that you can just feel so strongly. It's just overwhelming. You know, it's different. It's nothing against, you know, say fans of music in Chicago, but every band tours to Chicago all year round, so you get to go to all kinds of shows. You know what I'm saying? And down there, you don't get to do that. So I think there's something really special about being there.
All right. What else we got here? This one is from Ellie. She just created a Twitter account just to say already in love with Hang You Up. So there you go.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
What else we got from Cheza? Let's see. Thank you for Believe. That song saved my life. Just thank you so much. That was really nice.
You're
to
welcome.
say.
We're playing that song on this tour.
With this tour, do you guys do any covers during your set?
No, it's a short set, so we don't really have time to fit something like that in on this tour.
Do you guys ever mess around with any covers like during practice or anything?
Yeah, we used to sound check with all 18 minutes of The Decline by NoFX, which was super fun. Hard to learn, but we got it.
This one's from Jeeves. Was there ever a point during the hiatus that you thought Yellow Card was just done for good?
Yeah, there was. I think right when we took the hiatus. I can't speak for the whole band, but I definitely didn't feel in a place that I would be coming back to Yellow Card, which makes it, you know, for me that much more awesome that it did work itself out and we are back doing what we're doing.
This one from Michelle. Do you read or do you have any favorite books?
Yeah, I do. I have lots of favorite books. I recently read The Road, the Cormac McCarthy book, and I finished it in like 2 days. It was just a cover-to-cover read, you know. Highly recommend. That's probably my most recent book that really stood out.
Let's see. Are you guys planning on releasing a DVD or something that we can get to see live?
Sorry, excuse me. I hope so, yeah. You know, we're signed with Hopeless Records, and they have been incredible to our band so far, and I know they did a really great job with All Time Low's DVD, and I'm hoping that we get the same opportunity.
All right, now Ryan, you're like living like every teenager pop punker dream, you know, being on stage and everything. What advice there's a lot of questions here, people asking, how do I get to where you are? Like, what advice do you have for people in bands or artists that are struggling, trying to, you know, make something of themselves?
Well, the one advice I can't give you is your songs have to be awesome, and that's hard to, you can't explain that or understand how that happens. And you know, certainly early in our career, all we did was write songs. The fact that people love them as much as they do is just incredible to us, you know. But that's something you can't really force or learn by a textbook. But the advice I can give you is, and what I've always lived by, is no plan B. You can't have something to fall back on when you're trying to do this, because chances are when things get